In this video, we'll go over programming your battery shade and common troubleshooting tips. The first step for programming a battery motorized shade is waking up the motor. For embedded battery motors, wake up the motor by briefly pressing the program button on the motor head with paperclip or pin-like item as shown. The shade will jog up and down 3 times. To wake up external battery motors, connect the battery pack cable into the motor cable. The shade will jog up and down 3 times. Next, pair the transmitter to the shade. For multi-channel transmitters, ensure that the transmitter is on the correct channel by using the channel select button. Then, find the program button on your transmitter. Briefly press the program button on the transmitter with a paperclip and the shade will jog 1 time. The shade is now paired with that channel. Begin by verifying the motor rotation using the up or down buttons. If the motor direction is incorrect, modify by using the up or down button to move the shade away from its end limits. Stop the shade by pressing the My button. Then, press and hold the up and down buttons until the shade jogs 1 time. Then, press and hold the My button until the shade jogs 1 time. Using the up or down buttons, verify the motor rotation. Battery shades are shipped with preset limits. Run the shade up and down to verify the limits. If the shade limits do not need adjusting, programming is complete. If the shade is moving incrementally and stops when releasing the up or down button, skip ahead to factory reset. If the limits are not correct, you will need to adjust. To adjust the upper limit, run the shade to its current upper limit. Hold the up and down buttons simultaneously until the shade jogs 1 time. Using the up or down buttons, move the shade to the desired limit. The shade should be moving incrementally. Once the shade is at the desired limit, hold the My button until the shade jogs 1 time. Repeat this process for the lower limit. To set a favorite or My position, move the shade using the up or down buttons. Stop the shade with the My button in the desired position. Press and hold the My button until the shade jogs 1 time. You may now access the My position by briefly pressing the My button when the shade is stationary. You can delete this My position by moving to the My position and holding the My button until the shade jogs 1 time. To copy programming to a new channel on an existing or new transmitter, select the current channel you wish to copy. Hold the program button on the transmitter until the shade jogs 1 time. Then, select the new channel you wish to copy to. Briefly press the transmitter's program button and the shade will jog 1 time. To delete programming from a channel, select the channel you want to remain programmed. Press and hold the transmitter's program button until the shade jogs 1 time. Then select the channel you want deleted. Briefly press the program button and the shade will jog 1 time. To delete all paired transmitters from a motor, press and hold the program button on the motor head with a paperclip until the shade jogs 2 times. You will now need to repair a transmitter to operate the shade. Battery shades are capable of deactivate mode and temporary sleep mode. These modes are useful when programming multiple shades to a single transmitter. Interroll recommends the use of deactivate mode only. To deactivate the shade, press and hold the transmitter's program button until the shade jogs 1 time. Then, press and hold the up, My, and down buttons simultaneously until the shade jogs 1 time. To put the shade to sleep temporarily, press and hold the program button on the motorhead until the shade jogs 1 time. Briefly press the motorhead program button again and the shade will jog 2 times. The shade will now sleep for 15 minutes. To reactivate or wake up the shade before the 15-minute timeout, briefly press the motorhead program button and the shade will jog 1 time. To factory reset the motor, press and hold the program button on the motorhead until the shade jogs up and down 3 times. All the motor settings are now erased. Then hold the up and down buttons on the transmitter to repair the transmitter to the shade. To modify the motor rotation after performing a factory reset, use the up or down button to move the shade away from its end limits. Then press and hold the My button until the shade jogs one time. Using the up or down buttons, verify the motor rotation. You will now need to set your limits. To set limits during a factory reset, use the up or down buttons on the transmitter to position the shade at the desired upper limit. When the desired upper limit position is reached, briefly press the My and down buttons simultaneously to set the upper limit. The shade will begin to move down toward the lower limit. Use the My button to stop the shade and use the up or down buttons to position the shade to its desired lower limit. Briefly press the up and My button simultaneously on the transmitter to set the lower limit. Allow the shade to run up to the upper limit that was previously set. To confirm both limits, press and hold the My button. The shade will briefly jog up and down one time. To finalize, briefly press the Program button on the back of the transmitter. The shade will jog up and down one time. Inzerol does not recommend changing the speed of the motor, but if speed adjustment is necessary, start by using the up or down button on the transmitter to move the shade away from the upper and lower limits. Use the My button to stop the shade. Press and hold the up, down, and My buttons on the transmitter simultaneously until the shade jogs up and down one time. The shade will begin to move up and down in 10-second cycles. To increase the motor speed, press and hold the up button until the shade jogs up and down one time. Repeat this step until the desired speed is reached. The maximum speed is reached when the shade jogs 3 times. To decrease the motor speed, press and hold the down button until the shade jogs up and down one time. Repeat this step until the desired speed is reached. The minimum speed is reached when the shade jogs 3 times. To confirm the new speed, press and hold the My button on the transmitter until the shade jogs one time.
And that's it. Thanks for watching. Check out our other videos for more helpful tips.